Hey everyone out there in Facebook world, Linda Reed-Enever, and welcome to a new Facebook series that I'm going to start doing. Is a little bit on a Tips Tuesday here live on Facebook, and I hope to pop in about 9:15 or at least sometime on a Tuesday to share with you some tips around the world of marketing and sharing with your business. So the Ask Linda series is still on YouTube. The 5-minute marketing tips are still on YouTube. There's still an amazing amount of information to find on YouTube, and Friday night cheers might be a little less consistent. We'll still be popping in for a few Friday night cheers. So we're going to try this Tips Tuesday session this year, which I am going to do over a cup of coffee pretty much about 9:15 every Tuesday morning. We'll see how we go and see how it gets started. This week's particular one that we want to talk about is actually around Facebook and some myths and some things that you might be doing or people might be doing and you don't really mean to, but you might be breaking Facebook's terms of service or making a Facebook mistake. And hey, we've all done it. We have all made a mistake on Facebook. And if there is any Facebook trainer out there saying to you, oh, I'm perfect, don't make mistakes. Yeah, no, I think we've done it. I think we've all done it all within our time. So today's one in particular is all around the possible mistakes that we might be making on the world of Facebook. Now, I've got some screenshots that I'll hopefully load back up in the comments for you in a little while as well. We're going to update you on the changes as well today in relation to the world of Facebook and what's been rolling out. There's new mobile app looks, there's all sorts of things happening in there. So I am very excited to be sharing this with you. I'm just going to pop it into BBB so our members have got it there, and then we'll get off in today's one. So tips, you said. Tips Tuesday. Okay, there we go. Let's get some coffee. Let's get started and let's share some tips with you this Tuesday. Okay, there's a couple of big things that I see when it comes to Facebook, and I'll pop the link in for Facebook's policies and terms of services right in this live chat here so that you can get access to the link and have a read over it and go, okay, well, Linda's not just making all of this stuff up when she shares it with us. The number one thing when it comes to a Facebook profile, so before we even go into Facebook mistakes and that sort of stuff, I'm just going to move my standing mat back because I'm a little bit more comfortable not standing off it. Let's go into the things. So when it comes to Facebook, there are three particularly key areas that you have when it comes to Facebook. The first one is your Facebook profile. So your Facebook profile is what I like to refer to as your house, your little home where you let your friends and your family in and you come in, and that profile is your key to Facebook. So that profile opens up Facebook and allows you to have a Facebook page, it allows you to interact in groups, and it allows you to do all of those sorts of things. And that really is your key. It's your ad account, it's how you contact Facebook support, it's all of that sort of stuff. So your Facebook profile is your key. That profile needs to be under your own name. Okay, and I hope you guys have heard me say this before, but if you ever get locked out of your account and need to prove who you are, you're going to have to provide Facebook with some ID, and it needs to be under your name. It can't be misrepresenting someone, and it cannot be, and you cannot have a second profile under a business name. Okay, so that is your profile. So the profile is the key that unlocks the world of Facebook for you. Now, a couple of key things on your Facebook profile as well. You can't have a profile image that is business related, so it can't be your logo. Okay, and that's one common mistake that business owners make is they put their logo or something in there. And you also can't have business stuff in your cover image up the top. Now, if it was you at an event meeting someone famous and you want to show off, it's a bit personal, so that would be okay. But when we're talking about things like your logo, your brand, what you do as a business owner, that sort of stuff, no go in your personal profile. Your personal profile is you as the human. So, as you would talk to your friends and family in your house, if you consider that's the way that you deal with that type of content, that will really help you in the world of Facebook and making sure you get the most out of those areas in particular. The next thing that you have on Facebook is your business page. And your business page is what I like to call your shopfront. Now, whether you work from home or not, it's still your shopfront. It's your advertising. It's my, hey, come do business with me. Let's talk. Let me educate you and let me, have a browse through. Make sure that you get to know, like, and trust me page. Okay. And that particular page right there is the place where you can run business ads from. It's the place where you can share what you do. It's the place where you can have a cover image up the top that is business related, and it might talk a little bit about what your services and promotions you offer within business. But once again, there's a couple of mistakes that people make in that cover image too. That cover image can't be over promotional. It can't have a call to action to say, like me. It can't have a call to action to say, visit this link. And it also, can't have other people's logos in there. So you can't have what they call show marks, trademarks, copyright marks, whatever you want to refer to them as. It can't have someone else's logo in there. So, you know, as seen as types of things, that is a no-go when it comes to that sort of stuff. Or the clients you've worked with logos, that's a no-go when it comes to that Facebook cover image. The images there under the images policy require you to just be promoting your business and be a true and accurate reflection of what the business does. So, you know, you might show you at work, or show you coaching, or show you shop front, or show a selection of products, but no call to action. You can use that area for cover videos, and cover videos are a great way to tell your story. And I'll pop a link into the Lumen 5 videos that I'll show you on how we use Lumen 5 to create videos like that sort of stuff. And you can really get in there and, you know, create a cover video and tell a story with your bio or your business's about page information, which really, really works. But it cannot be overly promotional, and you can't, you know, require people to like people in that image. Your logo, once again, needs to be clear, transparent, and a representation of who you are, or your profile image, whatever it is. So you'll see here on my business page, my profile image is my face because it's a personal figure brand. But on our business pages, so on the business one and the Enever Group one, you'll see it's the logo, and it's the logo because that's our brand and that's what we want people to connect with within their mind. When you're doing that sort of stuff, make sure that all of those images are clear. They are clear and they are the best representation of you, so that people can get to know, like, and trust you, and start to see that little brand or face or logo that comes up with that in the circle, and make sure that it is you and they associate it with you and your brand. So that is your pages component of that sort of stuff. So make sure your images are clear, you're free of any clutter, and you're free of any other people's logos within your cover image. And just make sure your cover image isn't asking people to buy stuff, because technically that's a no-no. And look, guys, I know people do this. I do know people do it. I see people doing it. I see them doing it on personal profiles and public pages. And it's not a case of you're doing the wrong thing deliberately. It's quite often you just weren't aware, and we all make mistakes when it comes down to those sorts of things. So we've covered the Facebook page component, we've covered our profile component, which is once again your key, your pages, your shop front, and then you've got your groups. And your groups are where the person comes back in. My personal opinion is where the person comes back in, not so much where the business page comes back in. Where the person comes back in and you start to network with people. So you go out and you're saying, hi, my name's Linda. I'm a PR and marketing coach, and this is what I do. What do you do for your business? What brought you here tonight? And you get to network and you have that social interaction where you get to know, like, and trust. And the group component is where the people get to know the person behind the business. Or you might share your knowledge or expertise in a VIB group or something like that if you're creating a community with Facebook groups. But that group is about the person behind the business and the people within there, and creating conversations and allowing people to get to know, like, and trust you. And those groups have an amazing space for you to educate. The image policies for cover images for groups are still all the same. Can't be overly promotional, can show some product or what you do, and all of that sort of stuff. What is important within groups, and the mistakes that I see people make within groups, come down to not so much Facebook's terms of service, but the best practice side of things. And it comes down to, you know, waiting to get to know the community before you post. Give yourself 24 hours in a community. Watch what the posts are. Get to know who they are before you start promoting what you do, or even find out whether promotion is allowed. Most groups have a pinned post and the guideline post at the very, very top of the group, in addition to the group rules, and they let you know how things are going. Now, you'll find that at the top, and you'll also find it in the announcements if you're on mobile on the side, and I'm pretty sure it's on desktop on the side as well. Those are key. So they're the key things that are going to help you get in there. Don't private message and spam every member within the community when you join it, and really give those people time to get to know, like, and trust you. And if you've got some good how-tos or some tips or some interactions, get involved in conversations first. You're not going to walk into a networking event and, you know, start to everyone you see, start sprouting what your business is. I can help you, I can help you, I can help you, I can help you, and not listen to them. You listen and you have a conversation. Social media is the same. You are inside groups, you're going to listen, and you're going to have that conversation with business owners, and then they're going to get to know, like, and trust you or your target market, and you're going to educate. And education in Facebook groups is the best return on investment you can get. If you can show other people that you know your stuff, and by teaching them how to do something, then when they're going to need that expert, they're coming to you to come and work with you. The other thing about groups and just things in general and policies that we have to be very, very, very careful with, especially since the new community guidelines have come in place with Facebook, is about degrading others. Now, what you might see as a joke can quite often degrade someone else. So it could be, you know, a negative comment, or it could be a swearing, or it could be, you know, yeah, you know, you knew it this and you made a mistake, ha, 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 ha. Or it could be calling out others. It can be naming and shaming. All of this stuff can now actually fit under degrading others, and when religion and those sorts of things. So do be careful about what you're doing, because what might be a joke to you and your mates could be degrading to someone else, and you don't want to lose access to the Facebook profile for having a degrading comment or a degrading thing. And normally you get a warning. Normally you get 1 or 2 warnings of, hey, you've breached our community standards, and that'll help you. But sometimes you won't. Sometimes if your breach is severe enough, you won't get that warning. So please be careful what you do in the world of saying things. And if you're feeling heated and emotional, don't post anything at all. Just walk away. Just leave it for a while, and then maybe come back and post it. But yeah, it's a big not so much grey area, but it is an area that's still being developed within Facebook. What is degrading? What's harassment? What are those particular components? So do be careful with the comments that you make. And you know, look, to approach social media, that if you wouldn't hire a megaphone and take it down the main street of town and, you know, splash it over the front pages of the paper, then chances are it most probably isn't a comment that needs to be made in the world of social media. It's a handy tip to live by. Okay, and I promised you, so there's some things about mistakes that quite often people make on Facebook. Oh, one more mistake that triggers the algorithm. And there's 2 more mistakes that trigger the algorithm. A, if you invite too many people to an event or a group or something too quickly, Facebook's going to see that as a misuse or an overuse of a functionality, or an uncharacteristic use of a functionality. So batch those particular components out. I've been involved in a support group, and that's happened to a number of the members inside there at the moment. So take it slowly. Add 5 or 10 people. What they're wanting to see is real human to human interaction, and while it might be a genuine interaction from you, the system is picking it up as something that's unusual on your account. The other thing is if you share the same thing over and over again. Sharing the same thing over and over again, whether it's an event, whether it's a thing within Facebook, or tagging too many people. If you're welcoming them into your group at once, you can do that 50 and then, wait another day, or wait a half a day and then do another tag. It's about the overuse of functionality within Facebook. So if you share the same stuff, try and change it up. Maybe have a video to go with it, maybe have an image to go with it if you're promoting an event or something, and have some different text. Because all Facebook are wanting to see there is that, it's a human doing it, and it's a genuine share of quality information, okay? Quality posts will always rule when it comes to the world of Facebook. Okay, the other things that we need to, and timing obviously, but we'll talk timing another day. The other thing that we need to have a look at, guys, is there is some new functionality rolling out. There's varying aspects of this. I don't have all of it yet. Some people have something, I don't. And it's a bit, in the world of Facebook trainers, it's like, give me all the new bits. Okay. So on the weekend, I woke up to a new mobile layout for our pages, which gives us an overview, tabs, how to do some more stuff, the ads, and the page newsfeed. So you would have seen Facebook talking about that page newsfeed, so the page-related newsfeed. Now that makes a little bit more sense when you see it on that mobile app and you're using it via Business Manager. Desktop, the new desktop versions are rolling out, which will have and I don't have it, I really wish I did. They have a smaller cover area, and you're using more of the sidebars when it comes to the profile. You can also go into dark mode in this new Facebook layout option, which is there as well. Murray Smith got yesterday, which I haven't seen yet, and Murray's one of my Facebook trainers that I follow and, love to see her stuff. She got a blue Facebook menu, and it made it clearer and easier to navigate on the mobile app. We haven't seen that yet. That could be a States versus us thing, versus Australia thing on timing. There is obviously changes coming with that new layout to groups, to pages, to tabs. I've heard stuff in the world of ads managers, but once again, ads is not my area of expertise. I'm all about organic and the most of what you can do with your story and your organic posts on Facebook. But that is changing as well. There are lots of things under the surface changing in the world of Facebook, and that in the meantime brings glitches, and that is part of the world of technology anyway. We get glitches happen all the time, but some of those glitches that we've seen and we've noticed around at the moment have been, you can do stuff on your mobile that you can't do on Facebook, and especially when it comes to on the desktop, especially when it comes to apps, and vice versa. You can do stuff on the desktop that you can't access on your phone, and it can put you into panic mode. I know I've had a couple of people think that their pages are being restricted and all sorts of stuff, or they're no longer an admin to this sort of stuff. So my top tip is, if you hit a glitch, try it on another device, whether it's a desktop, whether it's a tablet, whether it's a mobile, try it on another device. before you start to panic. Because if it's working on one or the other, make sure that your app is up to date on your phone. Quite often it comes in, the Facebook app hasn't updated, so you haven't got the auto update. Therefore, you haven't got the new feature, and it's a bit hard when the technology is not talking to the latest version of the technology. If it's on desktop, clear your browser cache, and that will help you. If you need to know how to clear your browser cache, I will come back with a link and instructions on how you can clear your browser caches depending on what platform you are in. And I always say, when it comes to phones, turn it on, turn it off. And if it's still not working, then uninstall the app and reinstall the app. The biggest thing when it comes to your pages on the mobile app is Facebook are moving you towards using the Pages app. So if you've got a Facebook page and you're finding you can't do things through the normal Facebook app, go try it in the Pages app and see what's working from there. Okay guys, there's some tips on those Facebook mistakes that we might be making, didn't intentionally mean to make, but we might be making. Let's see if we can, if you are making them, try and change it up so that you make sure that you're not, and some updates on some glitches, and I'll hopefully be back next Tuesday with some more tips. If there is something that you would like to see in the Tuesday tip series, comment below, let me know what it is, and if you like the series, make sure that you've got an alert to see me first and you're alerted when I go live in the world of Facebook, and I'll pop a link in on how you can do that one as well. Okay, bye guys, have a great week.